They are the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. The Dallas Cowboys are undoubtedly one of the most hated teams in American sports. But they're my team, and I want to go in depth in their history. This series is inspired by Secret Base's history of the Seattle Mariners, except we won't be going into anywhere near the depth with numbers and stats. I want to tell the story of the Dallas Cowboys by going over events, storylines, important players, their record, the draft picks, and the leagues surrounding them. Welcome to Lone Snow Troop Gaming. I'm your host and narrator, Lone Snow Troop, and today we'll be going over the early years and start of the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys came into existence starting in the 1960 season. They were founded by Clint Murchison Jr. and Tex Schramm. The Cowboys then hired a man that would become the face of the franchise, the man with the funny hat. Head coach Tom Landry, who is famous for his hat that he wore on the sidelines. They started playing the Cotton Bowl, which they shared with the American Football League's Dallas Texans, who were founded by Lamar Hunt. This started the so-called War for Dallas, as both teams pushed for greater popularity in the city. And that's all the interesting things about that season. The Cowboys went 0-11-1, tying with the Giants in Week 11. The Cowboys did sign the future of the franchise in the offseason leading up to the 1960 season, a young quarterback out of Southern Methodist by the name of Don Meredith, who was a caricature, to say the least. However, Meredith barely played in the first season, as Eddie LeBaron started 11 of 12 games. The offseason following that abysmal season was eventful, as the Cowboys made their first big trade by trading for Bears linebacker Chuck Howley, who was coming off an injury for a 2nd and 9th round pick. That draft, the Cowboys took two players of note. All-time great defensive tackle Bob Woolley with their first pick as a franchise out of TCU, and Hall of Famer Billy Shaw with pick 184. However, Shaw was also taken by the Buffalo Bills in the AFL draft and chose to sign with them. The 1961 season saw the Cowboys go 4-9-1 and miss the playoffs. However, there was a few bright spots. Don Meredith started 4 games at it and played in 8 and did semi-well. Halfback Don Perkins and tight end Dick Bielski made the Pro Bowl. No one of real note was drafted in the 1962 draft by the Cowboys. In the 1962 season, the Cowboys went 5-8-1, Don Meredith starting a majority of the schedule. Bob Lilly, Eddie LeBaron, Don Perkins, and Don Bishop made the Pro Bowl. Perkins was also named first-team All-Pro. The Cowboys were making progress as a franchise, and the Texans decided to move, becoming the Kansas City Chiefs in 1963. The Cowboys had won the war for Dallas. In the 1963 draft, the Cowboys drafted nothing of note. The Cowboys took a step back, going 4-10. Meredith started all but 2 games that season. Don Perkins, Lee Falcons, and Sam Baker made the Pro Bowl. In the following draft, the 1964 draft, Magic happened. In one of the most loaded drafts ever, the Cowboys went home with a haul. They drafted 3 Hall of Famers. Their first was Mel Renfro, who played running back at Oregon but was converted to play corner. Renfro also caused a major delay in the draft, as the Cowboys sent a doctor from Portland to Eugene to check out his knee and report back. The next Hall of Famer was Bullet Bob Hayes, out of Florida A&M. Hayes' claim to fame? Being an Olympic gold medalist in the 1964 Olympics in Tokyo. He got gold medal in the 100 meters. Hayes is arguably the fastest player ever in the NFL in the original speedster. Hayes is credited with the invention of zone coverage, as he was so fast no one could cover him man-to-man, so defenses had to invent zone coverage so they could cover him. The last Hall of Famer they picked was a futures pick on the 1963 Heisman Trophy winner, Roger Staubach, out of the Naval Academy. Roger was a futures pick because he had to serve 5 years in the Navy in Vietnam post-college as an obligation to the Naval Academy. He would be dubbed Captain America because of this. And we'll tell more stories relating to Roger later on in the series. This offseason, the Cowboys changed their logo for the only time, going from this to this. In the 1964 season, the Cowboys went 5-8-1. Mel Renfro made the Pro Bowl as a return specialist, and Bob Woolley made the Pro Bowl and made first-team All-Pro, as well as Frank Clark. In the 1965 draft, the Cowboys drafted Craig Morton and Jethro Pugh among some other solid pieces. In the 1965 season, the Cowboys went 7-7 and finished second in their division and missed the playoffs. Mel Renfro, Cornell Green, Bob Hayes, Chuck Howley, George Andre, and Bob Lilly made the Pro Bowl, and Lilly was also named First Team All-Pro. That's all I have for this episode. Next episode, we will start with the 1966 draft and go into the end of the 1972 season. I'll try to have that out as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching this passion project, and special thanks to Pro Football Reference for being such a great resource. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Later.